Hey YouTube, this is Don. Today I'm gonna review finally the Xbox One X. So what's the difference between this and the original, which I have right here? Well, the biggest difference is the sizes. Let's do a size comparison. Yeah, you can see how slim it is. Oh. Yeah, you can see it's been downsized. It's hard to do this with the limitations of the camera. Yeah, you can see how, I'm sure you get the idea of how small it is. It's pretty much as small as the Xbox One S. Here's the ports right here. Here's the difference between this and this one. Now the AC adapter port is changed. It kind of looks more like the original PS4's AC adapter port. It's got an HDMI out, HDMI in, which you can plug this into your cable box or whatever, which is pretty cool actually. It's got a vent for cooling. It's got 2 USB ports, and IR output, which I don't know what that's for, and this thing, which here, and here's the S/PDIF port, which is used for the big speakers that I have in my dad's house, in my room. Here's the LAN port. Otherwise, the system's got the same ports, but it doesn't have 3 USB ports. Instead, it only has 2 on the back. But on the front, instead of the USB port being on the side right here, there's one right here instead. It's got the sync button to sync more controllers, on-off button, and the eject button. Now it says here on the console to be sure not to move the console. First, you have to remove the disc before moving the console. I guess I don't know why, but probably because this console is kind of fragile to carry around with the disc in there. So, warning: if you're gonna move this system, make sure there are no discs in the system before you move it. That's the moral of this story. So anyway, I would show off the Xbox One S, but this is pretty much the same size. So the biggest difference is that this system overall is pretty much like a 4K version of the original system I showed you and the Xbox One S. So it's like a re-enhanced Xbox One S, but with the 4K mode. But if you're using this on a 1080p mode, you will not get the 4K option. The only default options is 1080p 60 frames, which is high performance mode. But if you were to plug this into a 4K TV, it gives you 2 options. However, unfortunately, 4K mode only goes up to 4K 30 frames, whereas high performance mode is 1080p 60 frames, which I prefer the high performance mode, considering that it makes the graphics move faster as far as the graphic resolutions are concerned on the console and the games. I even got 2 games which uses the Xbox One X enhancements, which is Halo, the Master Chief Collection, and Halo 5 Guardians, which is pretty cool actually. If you're watching this, Peter, I'd like to say thank you for giving me those 2 games for my birthday. Speaking of birthdays, yesterday was my birthday actually, so happy birthday to me. And not to mention, I got this system from my dad and my brother for my birthday, so I'd like to give a shout out and thank you to my dad and brother if you're watching this. This video would have never been would have never happened if it worked for you guys. Thank you. And as for those games, I'll review them someday. But still, thank you, Peter. I would have never been able to someday review these without you. But I'll thank you again once I review them. And talk about them. But anyway, since that's out of the way, let me show you what kind of AC adapter the original one uses and the AC adapter the new one uses. Now, this thing ain't really new anymore. It's pretty much pre-owned, but otherwise should work just fine. Oh, and the HDMI cord is different also. Here's the original Xbox One's AC adapter, which uses this pin, which only works with the one with the original Xbox One. And here's the AC adapter for the One X, which is a really nice slim option. It's kind of the same cord as the PS4, as the original PS4 now I think about it. But yeah, it's a nice slim option. Here's the HDMI cord for this original Xbox One that says the same thing as this cord, which is for the Xbox One X. It says, I don't know if you can see this, but it says HDMI high speed. Now you can see it, perfect. But anyway, now the controllers are the same, so I'm not going to spend too much time showing you them. Ah, who am I kidding? I'll show you. Just to give you a hint. Let me get one of them out. Now, here's what the controller looks like. It's pretty much identical. It's the same exact controller. The One S has the controller like this, except it's white as opposed to the black one that I have. It's got the usual analog sticks, the multitasking button, the pause and menu button, the Xbox home button, 2 trigger buttons, 2 bumper buttons, A, X, Y, B, typical D-pad. Yeah, this controller is nice and compact, unlike the 360 controller. Now, it's got a micro USB on the back, but that's an option. You can actually instead use AA batteries on this instead. I don't have any AA batteries right at the moment, but I'll put some in as soon as you know what, I do have some, but I'll put them in. Now I'm not gonna put them in this video, because in this video I want to only discuss about the system itself. Overall, I say this might be the superior version of the Xbox One. Now, there's another version of it called the Xbox One X Platinum, which I don't have the system, but maybe I can borrow it one day. But if I can't, I'm not gonna waste too much money on it since I already have this one. So, if you want to see what it looks like, be sure to be my guest to look it up. Unless I have a friend that offers to let me borrow it. It's like a prototype of some sort, I don't know. But overall, yeah, this might be the superior. Overall, the One X series, the Xbox One X series has gotta be the superior version of the Xbox One. I would definitely recommend it if you have a 4K TV. Or at least a 1080p TV. And the reason I got this system is because, like the PS4 Pro, the recent games that came out for the two consoles started to appear in 900p. So I figured I would further enhance my consoles and boost it to 1080p or 4K, just to help make the enhancements run stronger. But anyway, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and be sure to hit the like button, comment, and be sure to hit the notification bell to notify you of what videos is coming up next. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. This is me, signing off.